What if I told you that every action, every word, every secret thought you've ever had is recorded in invisible books? Books that will one day be opened, revealing the totality of your life. This is not speculation. This is the vision described in the Bible. A cosmic accounting, a final reckoning that has fascinated, terrified, and inspired believers for millennia. The final judgment is coming, and the opening of these books will determine destiny, eternity itself. Imagine the scene, a throne in the heavens, blazing with light brighter than 1,000 suns. Surrounding it are countless angels, some praising, some waiting in anticipation. Before the throne stand all of humanity, a sea of faces, each unique, each holding a story. In the center, books begin to open. These are the books of life and deeds, ancient records, divine archives, containing every decision, every intention, every hidden act. And as the pages turn, the truth of each person is revealed. The concept is first glimpsed in Daniel, where the prophet envisions thrones set in place, and the Ancient of Days taking his seat. He watches while books are opened. The imagery is vivid, divine authority, cosmic order, and the certainty of accountability. The books are not metaphorical. They are records of everything that matters, everything that shapes eternity. And in Revelation, John sees the final judgment played out with dramatic intensity, a scene both terrifying and awe-inspiring. Here, the dead are judged according to what is written in the books. But what is in these books? It is easy to imagine only sins and misdeeds, yet the biblical vision is broader. The books contain truth in all its dimensions, acts of mercy and cruelty, words spoken and words withheld, intentions hidden even from ourselves. Nothing is lost, nothing is forgotten. Every lie, every kindness, every silent choice is inscribed. The opening of the books is not just judgment, it is revelation. It is the unveiling of reality, a moment when pretense falls away and the divine sees all, and the stakes could not be higher. Those whose names are found in the book of life are spared, welcomed into eternal communion with God. Those whose deeds condemn them face separation, a spiritual death, a reality outside the presence of divine love. The Bible warns that this is a solemn, irreversible moment when the full consequences of a lifetime are manifested. The final judgment is both terrifying and just, a perfect equilibrium between mercy and truth. Consider the cinematic imagery. Picture the throne surrounded by flames of judgment, the heavens trembling, the earth beneath quaking. The living and dead are assembled. Every person's story is projected, visible to all. Angels record and witness. The voices of the universe amplify every confession, every act of courage, every sin. There is no hiding, no evading. The final judgment is absolute, and yet it is also illuminated with the possibility of redemption for those aligned with divine will. The opening of the books is often symbolized as a moral and spiritual unveiling. The deeds that seemed trivial in life, the intentions hidden behind smiles or excuses, suddenly gain eternal significance. A moment of compassion, a word of encouragement, a life given in service. These may shine brightly, while acts of betrayal, hatred, or indifference reveal a darkness that cannot be ignored. The judgment is proportional and precise, a cosmic calculus beyond human comprehension. And the imagery continues to deepen. Revelation describes a great white throne, and the dead, great and small, standing before it. The books are opened, and the dead are judged according to what they had done. The sea gives up its dead. Death and Hades surrender their prisoners, and every secret is revealed. It is a scene that combines awe, terror, and profound justice. The opening of the books is the ultimate unveiling of reality, where human history meets divine justice. But the concept of books of judgment also carries profound moral and spiritual lessons. It reminds us that life is not meaningless, that every choice matters. It warns that deception and cruelty have consequences. It also fosters justice, mercy, and integrity, recognizing that our actions have lasting impact beyond the temporal. The final judgment is not only a future event, it is a lens through which to view life. Some scholars suggest the imagery of the books is symbolic of divine omniscience, the reality that God knows all. Others interpret the books more mystically, seeing them as spiritual archives, where every act and thought is recorded. Whether literal or metaphorical, the message is clear. Life is observed, life is meaningful, and the ultimate reckoning is inevitable. Imagine again the scene, a universe poised in tension, the living and dead gathered, angels hovering in anticipation. The Ancient of Days is seated on the throne. The books begin to open one by one, revealing deeds, thoughts, and intentions. Some faces are bathed in light as their actions align with divine will. Others are cast in shadow. The scene is a fusion of justice and mercy, awe-inspiring in its scale, intimate in its specificity. Every action matters. And yet, the opening of the books is not only judgment, it is a revelation of truth. Humanity is confronted with the reality of its existence, the full consequences of its actions. The books reveal the patterns of life, the hidden threads of cause and effect, and the divine principles underlying creation. The final judgment is as much about understanding as it is about consequence. It illuminates the moral dimensions of human existence. But what about the fear? The dread of judgment has haunted humanity for centuries. The thought of every secret being revealed, of every misdeed being exposed, evokes terror. Yet, fear is only one side of the coin. The other is hope. The hope that righteous acts and sincere faith are recognized, that mercy triumphs over condemnation. The final judgment is both terrifying and profoundly hopeful, a culmination of divine justice and mercy, and the cinematic imagery is almost unbearable in its intensity. Picture flames that do not consume but illuminate. See angels whose presence is simultaneously terrifying and comforting, rivers of light flowing from the throne. Every glance, every whisper, every choice of a lifetime is rendered visible. The universe itself seems to hold its breath. The opening of the books is also deeply personal. Each individual's story unfolds uniquely, revealing moments of courage, weakness, mercy, and failure. There is no uniform judgment. Each life is evaluated in its totality, in the context of intentions, circumstances, and actions. The biblical narrative emphasizes fairness and precision, a divine understanding that surpasses human judgment. And yet, the narrative is not only about condemnation, it is about opportunity, redemption, and hope. For those found in the Book of Life, the judgment confirms their alignment with divine purpose, a reward of eternal communion. For those whose deeds reveal darkness, the judgment is both consequence and illumination. It is a chance to recognize the reality of choices, even if it is too late to change them. Consider the moral imperative. Knowing that books will be opened invites reflection on the nature of life, justice, and accountability. It prompts us to act with integrity, to live with compassion, and to seek alignment with higher principles. The final judgment is not only a distant event, it is a mirror held up to our daily lives. The imagery continues to unfold. Every deed, every word, every thought rendered visible, the cosmic balance restored. The books reveal patterns that no human eye could perceive, intentions that no mortal mind could fully comprehend. The final judgment is a multi-dimensional revelation, a moment when the divine archives meet human history, and in the midst of it all, mercy remains. The biblical narrative emphasizes that judgment is not arbitrary, but just. The books are opened, the records revealed, yet divine mercy tempers wrath. Those who sought righteousness, even imperfectly, are recognized. Those who repented may find grace. The final judgment is terrifying, yes, but it is also suffused with the hope of restoration and eternal life. As the pages turn, humanity witnesses its own story in the light of eternity. Choices that seemed insignificant are magnified. Acts of kindness shine brilliantly. Moments of courage endure beyond mortality. The opening of the books is a revelation of truth, a divine illumination of moral and spiritual reality. Finally, the message is clear. The final judgment is inevitable, comprehensive and revealing. It is a reminder of the sacredness of life, the accountability of action, and the profound consequences of choices. The books are not instruments of arbitrary punishment. They are instruments of truth, clarity, and cosmic order. Every life matters. Every act counts. Every intention resonates beyond time. And when the books are opened, the full reality will be revealed. From Daniel's visions to Revelation's climactic scenes, the final judgment stands as the ultimate intersection of human history and divine eternity. It is terrifying and awe-inspiring, precise and compassionate, revealing and redemptive. It teaches us that life is meaningful, that choices are consequential, and that alignment with truth and mercy is essential. The books will be opened, the truth will be revealed, and eternity will be shaped by what is written within them. The final image is cinematic, a throne blazing with light, angels poised, humanity gathered, the books open. Some are bathed in glory, others in shadow. The ultimate reconciliation of justice and mercy is displayed. In this moment, the universe holds its breath. Eternity begins. And as the story unfolds, remember this. The final judgment is not a distant myth. It is a call to live consciously and act with integrity today. Your deeds, your intentions, and your choices are not lost. They are written, they matter, and they will be revealed. The books are open. The time of reckoning will come. The only question is, will your name be written among the redeemed?